Oh my goodness. It is you. It's you. It's you. You kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and you made it to my channel. What's up? It's your boy DJ Miami and let's get in the mix.
DJ Miami Maestro.
So DJ Miami, why would you want to turn a DAW into an analog SSL mix board? Well, I'm glad you asked. Seeing as how the SSL mix board has been responsible for mixing hits for decade after decade after decade, I figure if you're gonna drive to the Grammys, why drive in a Ford when you can drive in a Benz? And the SSL is like the Benz of analog mix boards. So today's weapon of choice that we're going to use to emulate that Benz of mix boards will be none other than the CLA Chris Lord-Alge Mixhub Plug-In by Waves Audio. Before we get into all of the details and get into the nitty-gritty of this video, I just want to encourage and ask everybody to please like and subscribe to my channel. It helps your boy out. It helps me keep things going. I keep dropping all this free game, this sauce, this free sauce, so we can keep whipping work. You already know we got to whip work in the studio. So go ahead and like and subscribe for your boy. Do that right now if you can. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead. You know you want to. I know you want to. All right, good. That's a bet. Thank you so much. So let's go. The CLA Mixhub is extremely flexible for hybrid producers and engineers and can be a game-changing tool if you can use it in a game-changing way. Now, I got to keep it 1,000 with y'all because y'all done scrolled and y'all done got to the video, so I'm going to keep it funky and dirty. There are other videos that show you how to make your DAW an SSL mix board. However, most of those other videos show how to get a sound more catered to pop, rock, and alternative style music. In this video, we're going to show you how to get down and dirty with the hip hop and down and dirty with the R&B and get that real sound and drive that sound out of the SSL and get it into your hip hop, trap, and R&B beats. And if you're a producer that's on the go like me, maximizing your time and creating a seamless workflow is so essential when you're on a time budget. This plugin helps you budget that time because you're not wasting precious minutes trying to decide what plugin am I gonna use to get myself going in the mix. This one plugin has an input section. It also has an EQ section. And then it has a dynamic section. And lastly, it also has a special little strip that you can add in any additional Waves plugin that you choose. That way you've got all of your attention focused on this one plugin that has that awesome SSL sound when you're trying to produce and get a good mix. You know what? I think I know what you're about to say next. DJ Miami! I've been using the SSL G channel and E channel for years. And you're right. It's been 10 years, over a decade, since Waves came out with the original SSL plugins. So you know what? It's time to upgrade and try something new. It just might work for you. And just a friendly reminder, although today we're going to be working with the CLA Mixhub SSL plugin, you can use any SSL plugin and any DAW of your choice to make this thing work. All right, so to save time, I've already imported all of my audio files on this beat. It's an old beat that I did a while ago. So just so that we can kind of show the workflow of the CLA Mixhub, I just flew this one in. So we got a kick, we got bass, we got snare, rim shot, hi-hats, a little synth sound, and some plucks. So I'm going to start off with the kick, just to kind of, and we're going to go through this kind of quickly just to show you the effectiveness and how quickly you can kind of achieve some really good mix, a really good mix with the CLA Mixhub. So let's solo the kick, and this is just a kick by itself. All right. So the first thing I like to do is I'll just go ahead real quick and roll off some of those low, that room rumble, low, roll that off right there. And then you can also solo your frequency. So I like to solo my frequencies, and I'll start off here, and you can hear just kind of like narrow in on that thump. And then once you get to a frequency that sounds really good to you, you can just kind of boost it like that. Same thing with the low mid frequency. A lot of times I try to find that knock. And then once I find that knock, just try to boost. And you can also cut frequencies as well. I'm just trying to want to make sure the kick gets a good, nice little knock in it. And then sometimes I'll roll off some of that those high frequencies. I'll just try to roll some of that off a little bit too. And then the cool thing about this also is, like I said, you have an input section. You can drive that kick and get some distortion. Again, that works for rock, but for hip hop, I try to keep the drive on my kick to a minimum. So that's, something you can do on the input section. EQ is where I tend to really focus on kicks, and then dynamics. You could do I do like a 2-to-1 ratio, maybe even 2.5. Me personally, at this stage, I'm not really trying to compress my drums and squash my drums on a hip hop track. I'm really trying to fatten everything out. All right, so we got that leveled out pretty good. And then also dynamics, you got to compress. You can switch this over to Chris Lord-Alge, his special bluey. The bluey for me personally on drums, I don't really like it. I like to keep it as is. I keep the attack kind of fast. But that bluey is there. It works a lot. It works pretty decent on vocals, so try it on vocals if you like to. And then you've also got this where it says no inserts. If you hit the plus sign there, you can actually go to your Wave plugins and actually add another plugin on top of everything else that you've done. So let's see if I can find something here that I would probably want to add onto a kick. Let's stop that real quick. So for a kick, sometimes let's say you wanted to put a little warmth on your kick. What you can do is maybe go in. I'm looking for it. Where are you? Go to that J37, right? So J37 gives you some tape saturation. And, go to the preset. It says kick drum warm. Let's throw that on there. And I don't know if you can hear that, but it really just rounded that kick out really nicely, really, really nicely. Hear that? Hey, awesome. And then you just hit right here in this window, you click that and it goes back to your regular view. So now I've got input, EQ, dynamics, and I've got that J37 tape saturation on there, just kind of warming things out a little bit. Cool. All right, we're done with that. Let's go ahead and go to the bass. Again, just doing some quick stuff. We don't want to spend a whole lot of time. We want to make some quick decisions on the mix and just keep it going. So we got that nice bass going there. Okay, we got that played for context. Again, rolling off some of that low end. I might drive this a little bit. And if I drive it on the input, I usually pull my output down just a little bit. Yeah. And then again, I'll solo right here and figure out what we got going on. Try to figure out where that warmth is. Cool. So mixing those two together. Yep. Let's do this. Let's mute these out. All right, let's go to the snare, see what the snare is talking about. Now that snare's got a nice little reverb already baked into it. So let's close out this one. And again, each sound, you've got the CLA onto the channel or inserted into each sound. So you're getting that CLA, that staple SSL sound on every single sound, whether it's your snare, your kick, synth sounds, it's going to be baked in there. So again, we're just going to make some quick decisions, just to kind of get a good overall starting point mix with this. Let's try to drive that snare a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and hear how you got that working with the bass and the kick. All right, let's go ahead and bake on some more. So now we got everything kind of working nice together, just that fast. See how quick that happened? I don't think we've even been 10 minutes into a mix yet, and we've already started to get like a nice little knock, got those snares slapping. And again, that's just that SSL doing what it does. When you have that SSL, that being able to just drive those kicks and drive those snares, it works really well. It works really well for you. Let's keep going. Let's drive this a little bit. Now I did that on purpose. See how if I drive it on purpose, it gives that dirt. We're gonna back it up just a little bit though. And again, pulling that output down when you drive like that. Give it a little more compression. There we go. Boom, done. Let's go to the next one. Let's go to the hi-hats. We already about halfway through this thing. Look at it. All right, let's hear what the hi-hats are. See if we can bring some of that sizzle out. Let's solo this channel. See if we hear that sizzle. Let's bring some of that sizzle out of those hi-hats. Me personally, on my hi-hats, you know, I don't want to hear any rumbling, not on this particular one. So a lot of times I'm trying to cut a lot of that out. So we try to find those frequencies and try to bring them down. All right. And again, I don't really want to do a lot of driving or getting a lot of distortion for this particular track on the hi-hat. So let's see where we at with that. Boom. And then if you wanted to, you could actually add some reverb onto these with that, again, that special section where you can add another waves plug-in. So we can go there. Let's throw on a little true verb just for fun. Let's just see what we can do. Let's do like a little studio B joint and let's see what it sounds like. That's without it. And that just gives us just a little bit of sizzle. Give a little bit of sizzle. So you can leave that on there or you can leave it off. Just showing you what we can do, on there. I might add that back in later. So let's hear everything in context now. Yeah, boy. It's shaping up. It's shaping up. All right, let's go to the next sound. Look at that. We done worked all the way through that thing. We in the home stretch now. All right, so those. Now for these, I definitely want to hear like a little delay on it. So I'm gonna just do a stock delay, a little stereo delay on those. So when it can and then just kind of go all the way across the mix. That's how I like to play that. So let's low cut that. So now let's play it. So now it's panning left and right. That's how I like to hear that go. And again, every sound doesn't need for you to do like a whole, surgical type thing to it. Balance sometimes is key. Just getting that good balance, getting things where you want them to your taste is so important. There we go. Boom. Let's check that out. There we go. Yeah. 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 Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. Now let's hear that in context with the rest of the mix. See how they glide across the mix? Yeah. Hey, 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 hey. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Y'all with me? Y'all soaking this in? Y'all with me? Good. Let's do it. Okay. Next, we got the ticks. Hey. Hey. And let's do this. So we got that one that's gliding. So let's pan that a little bit to the left. And then these ticks, we're going to pan them a little bit to the right. Let's do that. And let's hear those in context. And again, I want to put that same delay. Just going to put that same little stereo delay on these as well. Let's see what that does for us. Sometimes I like to give y'all just a little free game. It ain't nothing special. It ain't nothing, It ain't no secret sauce. But just, something I like to do. I share with you. And if it work, it work. If it don't, just ignore what I'm saying. But hear how they gliding? Now they dancing. It's like,
A few moments later.
all right, let's keep this thing going. Now, let's hear that in the context of the mix. Let's see. Hey, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. All right, we got 2 sounds to go. Let's listen to the stab. All right. Now, because this is a synth, we may want to take a little time and, put a little love on that synth sound real quick. So this one, we're going to bring this down. Let's hear what it sounds like if we drive it a little bit. Let's drive it a little bit. Let's have fun with this this SSL. All right. We'll go ahead and let's see if we can squash that a little bit too. And then let's bring out some of those higher frequencies around 10K. Let's see if we can bring some of that out. Actually, let's go down to like 5K-ish. There we go. There we go. Nice. Yeah. Let's hear that in the context of the mix as well. Okay. All right. And last but not least, let's listen to the pluck. So y'all know what I'm gonna do with that already. Talk to me. Yeah. Hey, now it's talking to me. Bring the feedback down just a little bit. And then let's hear this in the context of the mix. So now we've got basically SSL analog sound on every single channel. Every single channel has that signature staple Chris Lord-Alge SSL SSL mixed board sound. It's just baked in already. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and let's A/B this thing. So we take all of our tracks. Let's do this. So we're going to take off all the effects. And that's where we started. And then once we went ahead and added all this little sauce and some seasoning, this is where we're at right now. All right, you see, that's that difference. Just going from having something that's real stock and real, not bad, but just stock, and then just kind of taking it and bending it and manipulating it and making it sound like you want it to sound. And before I go, I just want to give y'all one other little secret sauce that I like to do on my master channel, on my stereo channel. And what that is I like to add, again, I'm doing everything for the most part waves today. So I like to add on the Abbey Roads mastering plugin. Abbey Roads mastering plugin. And just so we'll A/B that. This is where we start. And I don't do anything fancy. I'm gonna just tell y'all, like, and I know some people say it's taboo. Oh my God, you just do not want to use any presets. You can't get a good sound with the presets. I feel like if you do a great job on your mix and you got things where you want, try some of the presets and just tweak them. But in this case, I'm not even going to tweak it. I'm going to just prove them wrong. Let's go. We went to Dave Pensado and we just went to the pop and dance preset. And I'm not going to touch it. And we're going to A-B it. Without it, and we're going to add it. I know you heard how it just brought out those synths and those plucks just that fast. And then, of course, I go to an oldie but goodie, which is the SSL master bus compression. This one, again, nothing fancy. Not going to go into anything juicy or nothing like that. We're going to keep it simple. Go down to the factory presets, to the old Joe West, and just throw the master bus on there. Master bus preset right there. It's already done. That's without it. Let's go with it. The only thing I ever really do with this one is sometimes I do back up off of the makeup gain just a pinch. Sometimes. There we go. That way, if it's coming in too hot, I handled it. Done. And we keep it moving. And the last thing I throw on that channel for my my stereo out, I throw on the, again, Waves plug-in L3 Ultra Maximizer. This, I love this because for this being just the beat, I think it does a good job of giving it a good amount of compression, but not squashing it to the point that when we get into a later session, like let's say I send a 2-track out to an artist and they just record on what I've got, they've still got some room to play with on the headroom. So again, what I do with this one is I go ahead and activate it. I'll play the beat and then I'll pull this thing down and see if we can get some attenuation going. All right, it's at about 3, and then now I'll just go ahead and bring the out ceiling out all the way up to right about there. And now let's A-B that. And again, I still got the SSL going, but we're gonna just go ahead and take everything off of the stereo out. That's where we were. Now let's add everything back in. We add everything back in, the master bus compression, the Abbey Roads mastering, and the LL3. That's nasty. That's nasty right there. And again, that's how you go from just having your regular stock DAW, in this case is Logic Pro X. You take a regular DAW and you turn it into something massive, something epic like the SSL Chris Lord-Alge mix board. Again, it's your boy DJ Miami. I want y'all, don't forget, if you learned something from the video, if you liked the video, go ahead and push the like button and then push the subscribe button. So that way, when I come with some more sauce, some more of that seasoning, I'll go ahead. You'll be the first to know. You'll be the first to know that you can click on and get some more of that, soak in that sauce, soak in that secret sauce. It's your boy DJ Miami. I need y'all to have a great week, and I'll see you next time in the mix.